on the last episode of Dragon Ball Z.
I was kind of bored, and when I'm bored, that's always when bad things happen. But I was thinking of reviewing lolly game that nobody plays but constantly gets shilled. This is like the perfect thing for like a weird edgy video. Oh my god, this guy just reviewed a French pedophiles game. But watch the wholesome direct, is that what you're saying? I bet it's not even that funny. This is gonna be another one of those videos. Chat's like, dude, it's awesome, it's great. And then I don't even laugh the whole time. And then I just get mad at chat for like the 10th time. I just feel so sluggish. I think there is a little bit of input delay on, yeah, there is. That's part of why I keep missing shots. There's input delay on the Elgato capture. I can actually show you if you don't believe me. For all the people who are about to say DSP. Compare me moving with the right analog stick to what happens on the screen. See? All the people say I'm bad. You better improve this in the clips. I better include this in the clips, I mean. I'm tired of the bad joke. Bad joke is bad. Actually, thanks to 2 bucks. Playing the Goy of Us 2, I see. Yep. Everyone's favorite game. But you craft a dilator. I don't think that's an option. Also, Ellie is a biological woman, you bigot. I forgot, that was the one accessibility option I turned on, was waypoints. Because I'm just like, man, Naughty Dog, I know it's a linear game. And I know part of it is just me being the son of DSP or whatever, but sometimes it really is not clear where the hell you're supposed to go. So I'm just like, fuck it. We'll just turn it on. Zambi, thanks to 2 pounds. Donkey defended this. Yeah, the moment anyone, and I mean anyone, took Donkey's opinion seriously on video games, that's how I knew Zoomers were fucked. Like, Donkey was always a comedy guy, and he wasn't even that funny. I mean, his videos were funny at first, because it was kind of a... Like, it was funny for a while. Like, the first, like, 5 or 6 of his videos I watched, I laughed. Because, it, you know, the sense of humor hadn't worn out its welcome at that point. But when people actually, like, we're taking this... Come on, man. I'm pretty sure you think Super Mario Odyssey is the best Mario game, right? It is the worst 3D Mario. And yes, I know, Super Mario Sunshine is a worse game on a technical level. It absolutely is. It's probably the least polished game Nintendo has ever made. But it is 10 times as fun as Odyssey. Odyssey is fucking boring. The worst thing a video game can be is boring. The worst. I will say that till I'm deleted from the fucking internet. A game being boring is unforgivable. But I find The Last of Us 2 boring. It certainly has its moments. The fact that people pretended that the gameplay of this was a 10 out of 10, and it was only the story people didn't like. I knew it was bullshit. I always knew it was bullshit. But still, I was like, well, it might be funny just to play the game, because so many people wanted me to play it. I mean, I promised I would play it at 100,000 subs, and I did, and... You know, I still... It's entertaining enough to keep playing. It's not like it's terrible. It's not terrible. Fucking... Almost none of the games I review are terrible. It's just people don't understand criticism. They're fucking brain dead. I mean, like, the reaction to the Goy of Soy Sugmacock, might as well call it that, was just... It's embarrassing. I even said at the end, it's not a bad game. But goddamn is it boring. It's so boring. And I didn't even like the combat that much. I feel like if you do like the combat, then I can understand to a degree it being tolerable. And the Atreus segments were awful. Like, come on, man. The fact that anyone pretends this shit is a masterpiece, the gaming is so fucking dead. Literally any good game is now considered a masterpiece, and people are so fucking... I hate I hate humans. I hate them. That's why I'm a synthetic man. Schizo mode is activating, because I'm tired. I'm just tired. I'm tired. That's what it is. I'm just tired of just reading stupid shit. This is why YouTubers don't read comments. But the difference between me and other YouTubers is other YouTubers, it hurts their feelings horribly. I didn't even see her.
Don't make a fucking sound.
Get her. Slit her throat. Do you have a Vita?
You know a girl named Nora?
Don't tell me that's a Vita.
Where is she?
Yeah. Twist it, too. Stab it again. And journalists like, oh my god. Oh, this game's so deep. It shows the horrors of killing or whatever. No, that was awesome. Stab 10 more people. Why don't people ever quote the cool things I say or the insane things I say? It's always the boring shit. Take that, post that on Twitter, please. Ashley, thanks for the $5. All these open world masterpieces will age like milk. The gameplay loops are drawn out and eventually we'll go back to snappy gameplay. For some reason, normies really like open world games. I can't really explain it myself because if it's about exploration, that's a lie. A lie they're telling themselves because in reality, it's not exploration because there's a million Ubisoft objectives telling you exactly where all the content is. Like something like Breath of the Wild, that's why I praise Breath of the Wild and, you know, to a lesser degree Tears of the Kingdom. Because you are rewarded for exploration, but obviously some people don't really like doing shrines a million times. So I acknowledge that that is a problem. Korok seeds are a problem. The bubble gems, which I forgot to mention, are also a problem. I'm curious, because like a lot of people seem to think San Andreas is definitely the better game because it had more content. But, you know, I can't say for certain. The only one I finished was 5, and I don't even fucking remember the story of 5 because I played way more of online. Wasted my life playing the shitty-ass online. That's like my '1 gaming guilty pleasure. Actually, that's not even true. I've actually wasted my time in even worse games than that. And I'm not talking about Destiny 2. I have played... There was a Marvel Facebook game that I put over 1,000 hours into. I honestly have no idea how many hours I played of it. But that was my biggest gaming guilty pleasure, easily, of all time. Fuck. God damn it. Stop shaking the aim so much. Just kill. Just kill. I'll run for it. You guys don't understand how much reticle sway there is when you're holding a hostage. It's insane. I mean, it's probably one of the more realistic elements. So I'm not gonna say it's retarded, but it is annoying. Scream more. I feast off of it.
Hurry it up, huh? Here!
Sorry, dog. You know what? The enemies recover from bullets faster than I do. You notice that? That's a little interesting. I shot her. She immediately shot back. I shoot. I'm fucking stunned for a full second. Man, this is on it. It's on hard ZMSS and it's very funny. As if I would ever play a game on easy, even if you were like just popping into the stream. If you've seen even one of my videos, you know I would never play a game on easy.
Fan out. Check the...
Fucking goddamn it. What? Whoa. That rifle guy fucking flicked on me like a... Oh my god. You gotta be kidding me. I hate the aiming in this. I hate it with all of my being. Wait, how do I dodge? Guys, I forgot how to dodge. Is it L1? I forgot how to dodge. It's been like 2 weeks at least. It's been like... Actually, I think it's been close to a month since the last time I played this. I don't remember the controls. My favorite dispute. None of you guys have played this, too. That's the worst part. So, like, everyone criticizing me is like, man, I would do so much better. No, you wouldn't. Nope. You would do worse. I promise. I would bet any amount of money this chat would do worse. Unless you played the game before, in which case your opinion's worthless. You guys are all NPCs who don't accurately recognize their own flaws. I'm the real human. Which is ironic, because I'm the synthetic man. Weapon sways insane synth, I know how you feel. I know, trust me, like... And it was the same in Last of Us 1. That's what I'm saying, like... I don't know if people just have bad memory, or... I mean, most likely people are just trolling. I'm sorry, dog, I'm gonna blow you up. I just blew up that fucking dog. Holy shit. Just go over there. Melee! Oh my god, do you see how long the hit stun is? I was stood still. Do you know how long I hit square? I don't think there's anything they can do to stop me while I'm up here. Kind of funny. Revolutionary AI. Didn't they have grenades or something? A normal game, they would have Molotovs, grenades. Anything to... I was right on his fucking head, too. That... Well, that should go in a compilation. I say, shouldn't they have grenades? Then he shoots me and throws a grenade like he's an MLG fucking COD player. Or something. Like, what are you talking about? That is funny. That is funny. This is so stupid. This is so dumb. It makes me mad. Because, like, the problem with AI in general is you have to dumb it down, right? Because an AI will never fuck up under normal circumstances. They'll hit you every time, pixel perfect, whatever. And obviously this AI is not omniscient by any stretch, but I mean, like, you have to understand, one, I'm playing on controller, and two, this reticle sway is insanity. Like, look at this. If I move at all, do you see how much that is? So I think it wants you to stand still, or it's not as bad. But the problem is you kind of have to move. You can't just stand still. Okay, I know human beings have peripheral vision, but people generally, they don't look up. That is just a universal truth of reality. So who the hell is looking up? Oh yeah, who the hell is seeing me? Like, yeah, I'm up. No, this is bullshit. Here, I'll lay this trap for when they discover me. Which will definitely happen. Finally. I actually hit a shot. This guy again. Is he gonna MLG me?
Up there!
Why is it that he can see more of me than I can see of him? God damn it. Look at this. I should be able to peek over, but it looks like the gun... I don't know if it comes out the center of the screen or from the gun, if it's that type of game. But I literally can't shoot over this. Like, what were they thinking? Why can't I just, like, mount it? Why does he think I'm over there? I clearly never entered the building. That's what I'm saying. Again, like, people saying... I remember people saying the AI in this game is really good, and I'm just thinking... They're not even looking at my last known location. Unless his AI is not allowed to go outside. I don't know. It's kind of weird. And he really had nothing on him. Nothing on him. You're on very light, that's easy. What? Why are people still being stupid about this? Oh wow. I'll just leave that up there, and retards will continue to spam the chat. I mean, it's not, again, it's not funny to pretend to be retarded. I don't understand why people do it. It makes no sense. Far Cry 2, Halo 1, Fear 1, 2 have great AI enemies. Games need to improve and evolve their AI and forget graphics and resolution. Well, they're not making games for you or me, as I've said a bunch of times. They don't make video games for gamers anymore. It's funny, I used to be allowed to say that. Now if I say that, people freak the fuck out. Before I was ever even controversial, you know? I made that first E3 video that got like 500,000 views or something. And everyone agreed with me, pretty much. But, you know, things have gotten, even in just the last 3 years, things have gotten worse. People give up, you know? The normies, that's why I've said many times, like, some of you guys in chat have tried to tell me that I shouldn't blame the normies, but the normies are the majority. If they stood up and actually fought back against any of this, they would win. But no, they're all afraid. They're glorified cattle because because Americans are fucking obese. They don't do shit. They won't do shit. Magnificent, thanks $2. You should end reacting to Vosh on your Tears of the Kingdom vid. Oh my god. People really want me to react to that shit. It's just gonna be super fucking cringe. I just know it. It's gonna be horrible. I don't even think it's gonna be funny. I think it's just gonna make me mad. I wish it would be funny. Ashley, thanks $5. Don't react to him, it's how he gets views. Sticks, Hex, and Hammer prove this. Bosch also demands arguments in bad faith. It's his grift. Yeah, I've seen that. I saw that one pretty popular video. Bosch is unironically evil. Fuck! You piece of fucking... Get him! Get him! Get him! Kill him! Fuck him up! Not John. Take the shot, bitch. How's it that melee is easier than shooting in this game? Well, I just headshot that guy, so I guess... shit. Fuck you. Watch this 90-pound woman kill 5 fucking people with guns. This is like a shitty action movie. No, please, spare me. Please, I'm hitting square. Kill her faster. In fact, stab her 30 more times. Ugh, it's edgy. Oh my god. Naughty Dog. They shocked me with their violence. No, it's not shocking. I want more. More violence. I will never stop being an edgelord. Never. You'll have to kill me. Take the shot. I've got a silencer. Oh, it's not in the cutscene. My ATF compliant oil can suppressor is not in the is not in the cutscene.
I don't know. You shoot me.
Why would you get that
The
close?
sound will have every soldier come running.
You'll still be dead.
We could have killed you.
They should have. Yeah, exactly. Ellie's right. Then we wouldn't have this shitty game to play.
Where's Abby?
Yeah, where's Best Girl? Everyone's favorite character.
Still here.
Oh my god. No. This game had good writing.
I hear
You
that.
just don't get it. It's not about revenge.
That little bitch got what he deserved.
Ooh, take the shot. Why wouldn't you just... Idiot. I even have a suppressor in the game. That's the worst part. She could have taken the shot. Yeah, get her. There. This game is just watching women punch each other, the game. There's so much of that in this. That's gotta be one of Neil Druckmann's fetishes.
No, wait.
Take the shot. They really should just take the shot. I mean, yeah, you kill one of your buddies, but Ellie's already killed, like, at least 20 of your men. Obviously, depending on how much you snuck past, but... most likely, you killed probably, like, 30 guys at least by this point in the game. Yeah, stabbing. I like stabbing. Alright, now, get them, clickers. Don't get me, clickers, get them! Shit. I can't fucking see! I can't see! Is this just a circle? Go, go, go! Aha! I outsmarted the game. Yeah, go. Bust it. Every time with the holding triangle shit. It's very annoying. There's an accessibility setting that makes you invisible while prone. Why even play the game, man? Like, why make difficulty settings, period? It's crazy how Wolfenstein is completely dead because of how insufferably woke machine games became. Wolfenstein 2 was ahead of its time, dude. I remember when, like, half the internet fucking hated that game. If it came out today, the internet would deep-throat its cock. It would love it. It's so... It's just... Look, I'm not gonna pretend I didn't change at all over the past, you know, like 9 years since Gamergate happened. I have changed way less than, like, all these supposedly edgy people changed after the adpocalypse. I still see idiots to this day say, oh, well, maybe they just grew up. They got mature. There's nothing mature about being a cuck. Nothing. That is the opposite of mature, I would say. That's you being a giant fucking baby. I can say that New Order or Colossus are good games, but I don't hate Germans. They're the wrong enemy. Yeah, well, the new Colossus was... like, there's no way I could possibly enjoy that game. Like, it's impossible. It could have had the best gameplay in the world. But the story is so horrific. And again, the wokeness is so ahead of its time. Like, it feels like a game that would release today. But yeah, New Order is good. I never got around to playing Old Blood, but some people say it's even better, so I probably should play it. What if we had Hitler shitting and farting and throwing up and shooting actors? Wow. Yeah, it was... like, what the hell was the point of having Hitler in New Colossus? I mean, they do let you kill him, but you get a game over. I mean, it just seems kind of... I mean, I understand it was supposed to be mockery. Like, he's like, oh, he's old and washed up or something. But, I mean, somehow the Nazis made it the space. They made, like, a moon base. They had, like... Wasn't that part on a completely different planet or something? I don't know. They seem to have figured some shit out, though somehow they can't beat one guy who, plot twist, he was half Jewish the whole time, BJ Blazkowicz. Who would have thought? Since his mother is Jewish, he would be a Jew by their rules. Venus, yeah, it was on Venus, wasn't it? You see the Easter egg that the actor he shoots is Ronald Reagan LMAO. I probably should actually watch a video of that. That is kind of funny. Can I just shoot her from here? No, because there's no play. Oh wow, what a great game. I can't play the game. Do exactly what the movie game tells you to do. What a good game, dude. What a good game. This is fucking... I hate everybody, man. There's nobody in my corner. Nobody. I've got chat. The chat zealots. And I guess Griffin Gaming. That's it. Nobody else likes the synthetic band.
You're her.
Yeah. How would they not know that? They know who Joel is. They don't know who Ellie is.
There are no fireflies anymore.
Good. Now, Cobain, spurged out, apparently. Dante Curry. Why are they dragging this out? Beat her with the pipe. Yeah. Yeah. Again. Again. Yeah. But we need to see her, like, pulpy face whenever it cuts big.
Is that your blood?
It's everyone's blood. I've got AIDS now. What a plot twist that would be if Ellie got AIDS. That's the plot twist I want. Oh my god. What a monster. I'm becoming a monster, guys. What deep themes. Deep themes. Sony games, 11 out of 10. 12 out of 10. No, but according to the internet, this game's shit, but God of War Ragnarok, which is the same shit, it's the same fucking shit, it is bad. How do you reconcile this shit in your head? I mean, yes, okay, this is significantly higher up on the woke scale than God of War Ragnarok, but it's the same type of cinematic drivel. Hours of cutscenes. No player interactivity whatsoever. You walk in a straight line over and over and over again. I still, like, the amount of backlash I've received for just critiquing video games. Yeah, okay, the politics, again, I expect that. I expect the things like the recent Twitter controversy. That's fine. But just for criticizing this shit, it's embarrassing. It justifies my existence, really, is what it does. In a way, in a weird, like, backwards kind of way, it proves that my channel needs to exist and needs to continue. Until I at least have 5 or 6 copycats, or, you know, even that's a little egotistical to say. I'm not exactly original. But the point is, there needs to be more synthetic men that need to be at least somewhat popular. And I hope there's people who are higher quality than me and get more popular than I am, saying the type of things I say. But as it stands, it's just not likely, because people don't want to hear it. Okay, there you are, Opie Connoisseur. Were you here when I roasted you earlier? I'm not sure. Why are you here exactly, again? I mean, again, I don't want to ban this guy, but at least, chat, we should all gang up on him until he leaves. Take that out of context, please. It's already happened to me before. Spaz, thanks $2. Hey, MGS4 had the movie crap and it was still good. Was MGS4 good? I'm sure it was good. It was good. I'll concede it was good. But given, you know, arguably the 3 games previous is some of the greatest games ever made, MGS4 is a significant step down because it only had 5 hours of gameplay. MGS4, again, was ahead of its time in the worst way possible, in that it was truly a movie game. It was barely a game. The sad thing is, the first part in the Middle East and then the Shadow Moses part are awesome. But then, like, I don't know, even like the final chapter, like only the actual final boss against Liquid Ocelot was actually good. The rest of it, I didn't really care for. And the Paris part was awful. So even like not all the gameplay was good. I fucking hate movie games. Yeah, MGS4 is the worst MGS. Yeah, out of the ones I've played, which I played almost all of them, I didn't play Portable Ops or...
If you lie to me one more time, I'm gone. You will never see me again.
This is why I hate Ellie.
But if you tell me the truth,
What a spoiled brat, bitch.
I'll go back to Jackson.
Making a vaccine. Would have killed you. So I stopped them.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so I killed them.
Oh my god.
No drama queen. This is the protagonist I support. Really feeling for her struggle.
Don't you fucking touch me!
Worst protagonist. This is why we're on Team Abby, guys. Air Force Pilot 05, thanks for the $5. If I talked to my dad the way Ellie does, he would punch me in the face as hard as he could and say, shut the fuck up. Well, I don't know if your dad would do that to a woman, but I do see your point. Ellie is not relatable on any level. And honestly, if this is relatable to the female audience, that is disgusting. That is actually disgusting, and this is... never mind. I'm gonna go down a rabbit hole. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. But that, if you relate to that, you're a bad person. Period. You're a disgusting human being. Worst part is that the Fireflies literally knocked Joel out, stole his weapons, and refused to pay him. He was doubly justified. Ellie's retarded in this game. Yeah, but, you know, wouldn't surprise me if they had the chance, they would have retconned that too, but they just figured you would have forgot about that, which most people did. It doesn't matter, dude. It's the life of one versus the life of millions, even though the world's already fucked and everyone hates each other. As people were commenting on my video of the TV show, how would they have distributed the cure exactly if pretty much all the human groups are hostile to each other? Like, this shit wasn't thought through at all. Ashley, thanks for $5. If I talked to my dad like that, he wouldn't hit me, but my mom would. Yeah, exactly. It's so stupid. Like, it really is like modern millennial liberal stuff where it's like, yes, I would sacrifice my life at the chance of the world being a better place. Like, let's say, hypothetically, someone sacrificed themselves to reverse climate change or something. I'm sure, you know, at the very least, thousands of millennials would do it. And likely more. Even though I did read something, I don't know how valid it is, but I read a report that the global temperature stabilized in the past 15 years. And they're trying, I don't know if it's true, but I did read something like that. I can see why that wouldn't be on the news on any mainstream media. Listen, I even like before any of this shit, like just the fact that it's all cycles, right? That eventually it'll just we're going to naturally reach a new, ice age at some point. Just told me it would be a waste of time anyway, especially when China by far is putting out the most emissions, and we have made no attempts to stop China from speeding up global warming, right? Remember when Final Fantasy 13 got flack for having hallways? Yeah, exactly. Now God of War Ragnarok, 11 out of 10 game, and it has the same exact hallway problem for most of it. Yes, there's a few open zones, but most of them are like, oh, I slowly row my boat, or the dogs run across the snowfield. It's like, it's just a loading screen. It's not exploration. There's no content in the big area. But people still make excuses. They still make excuses. Kind of wonder how much a cure matters when a clicker can chew your face off. It's the delusional, like, communist idea that we would all unite under one nation or something, set aside our differences for the cure. No. That's not how any of human history has worked. It's not like these people know their history. I imagine if I was a moron and entered a debate with Vosh, he would somehow deny that 100 million people died under communism over the course of the 20th century. And it's just them killing their own people. It wasn't real communism. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't be a masochist for too long with this game, brother. Well, unfortunately, people like to see me play bad games. I mean, we've maintained fairly consistent viewership on this stream. If I started playing, like, you know, Jack and Daxter, we'd probably lose 200 people.
We gotta take her back.
I wouldn't mind actually testing that. We could play a good Naughty Dog game to end the stream. I wouldn't mind hooking up the PS3 real quick. I know you guys are saying play it, but trust me, you would be the minority. If I put a poll up, you know, you guys want a poll? We'll put a poll.
Screw it.
Asterix, thanks for the 20 bucks. Do you think the UFO whistleblower is a psyop? Yeah, a lot of people are saying that it's just a distraction from real news that's going on, and I think I actually believe that. If another, like, schizo noticing thing people have seen is that every time real news comes up, somehow, like, some other weird thing will happen that gets pushed by all the mainstream media so that the other thing gets buried, you know? Kind of like, you know, Epstein's the chick, right? I forgot her fucking name. Her trial got buried by some other irrelevant bullshit that didn't matter. So nobody would pay attention to the Black Book or any of these other people who were there. Like Activision's own Bobby Kotick is one of the pedophile island goers, you know? America's sweetheart Tom Hanks. Yeah, he went. You know, there's plenty of people. But this is, I actually forgot what was happening, which is exactly the goal that also happened around when this UFO thing started happening. But it's, yeah, Maxwell, Ghislaine Maxwell, that's her name, yeah. You gotta vote for whatever you want to see, people. You guys might have to see more of this shitty game. I told you people wanted me to play shitty games.
Okay, go for it.
They're prepping for the pedogate stuff, which will happen. Mark my words, the pedos will be outed by each other in fantastic tribal fashion. I get the feeling that only certain ones will end up being ousted. I just think the people that will go to prison will be the people they want to go to prison, and then the rest, it will just be buried. Almost there. The vote can still be swayed, people.
Some goods. I broke out.
I see. My prediction's going to be correct about losing 200 people just because it's like 50-50. I think I saw everything from the future games. Orthobai did make me laugh a few times during that. He basically said most things I would say, minus the conspiracy stuff, of course. But, him just saying every game looked like shit. I was like, well, at least one other guy says it. One other YouTuber I can think of. Alright. I guess just barely Jack and Daxter won. We'll probably come back to Last of Us in some future stream. I kind of want to play all the way through it, even though it's, you know, horrifyingly bad. Today's conspiracy theory is tomorrow's truth. Yeah, unfortunately, some truths will only come to light if there's a happening. There's a happening of sorts. Because, again, we've been programmed that being racist is the worst thing you can be. So people are going to avoid coming to a certain conclusion. I almost want Synth to parody DSP and start begging for money every 5 seconds. There's no way that would be funny more than 5 seconds. What gets me about DSP is how, even though he's bad at the games, he's beaten more games than most Zoomers, lol. Most people don't even beat games. I'll never forget the statistic that basically the average completion percentage of a game is 20%. Now, it does include anyone who's purchased a game. If a game is registered to your account as a purchase, then it counts toward that number, which is mostly important for Steam, because, well, I think Steam's is even below 20%, because so many people have bought games they haven't even played. But as long as you put the game in your console, assuming you bought a physical copy, then it counts toward that completion percentage. What's a good, like quick and dirty, like shitty insult name for Last of Us 2? Yeah, I've probably heard like a million, you know, back when it came out, but I'm struggling to think of one. Just give me one, and I'll set it as the title. No, it has to be clever. You guys are not clever. Lust of Piss. That's not bad. Lust of Piss is pretty decent. Hungry Hook, thanks for the 2 pounds. Can you live stream cardio with Mommy Synth? You guys have issues. The last solution. The final... the last solution of us. Yeah. It doesn't quite work, but I like the spirit. I think I'm just gonna make my own. I don't really like your guys's. There we go. There you go. I did my own. I can't believe we're back to playing this piece of shit again. I know I said I'd play a full playthrough of this, but I wanted to just play Final Fantasy 16. The 5 minutes of gameplay we had in those 3 fights was fun. It was. But the hour of cutscenes afterward triggered me slightly. And now we're back to playing this, where I don't like the gameplay or the story. I'll never get over the fact that leftists tried to say the gameplay was good. I'm just like, it's just Last of Us 1 with slightly better stealth. Nothing else about it is better. They improved nothing. If anything, they made encounters with the zombies worse, because you can just stealth kill clickers for free now.
You ever worried they're gonna come back to Jackson after us?
What do you mean?
I mean, we're going through a lot of their people. In their city.
Because of what they did.
That's not how it works, Ellie, you dumb
This
bitch.
isn't like Jackson.
This game is haram, please. Like, Metal Gear Solid. We're not you know what? I ain't gonna time that out. I'm not gonna time out, I promise. But... Why do you guys think if you just suggest me to play games that I'm gonna do it? That's never gonna happen. If anything, it makes me not want to play the games I've already said I would play, like Devil May Cry. I will though. I'm still gonna play Devil May Cry. I'm not gonna be a dick. Tormentra. She was always bullied for being soft. She can convert the mental anguish of others into kinetic energy. The worse the pain, the more powerful the result. So, she gets to kill all the Twitter trannies. And she's a neutral villain. Microsoft says they expect next-gen console to launch 2028 in FTC court hearing. Can't wait to be promised 8K 120 capable hardware. It won't. Who even... Yeah, like who... Dude, the human eye probably can't even tell the difference between 4K and 8K unless it's like an 100-inch TV or some shit. Dion Pondit, thanks to 250 euros. For Abby's up smash, we gave her a golf club. What, is someone working on an Abby mod for Smash Ultimate or something?
I just gotta ask.
That's good. Manly drink. Yeah, I only drink girly drinks, as we've established. Including that one time I drank Bud Light Platinum right after the fucking Dylan Mulvaney shit blew up. That was funny. I didn't even realize it. That was my dad's though. It didn't even look like her throat got slit there. I don't see anything. Kill animations in this game are really good. They're not good enough for me. My bloodlust cannot be sated. Have any of you guys... I think I already know the answer to this, but I was thinking a while back that I was going to do like a Postal 4 1 year later, just to see if they ever at least made the gameplay decent. Because even though the game officially released, it had a shit ton of updates that added a bunch of things. I already know they didn't fix the shitty ass writing, so that would still be the nature of the complaint, but I don't know, I was just wondering if any of you guys played it this year. Like, I brought up Jerma too many times in these streams already, but if you watch any of his streams or any of his old videos, when he was the TF2 guy, full-on Boston accent, now he just sounds like kind of like a soy boy normal-ish with a tiny bit of Boston. There's people always like name like iDubbbz as like one of the hardest falling YouTubers, or like H3, but Jerma's up there now. Jerma's probably in the top 10 for me. Where it's just like the only way you could watch him is if you're trans or like the most beta cuck redditor that I could imagine. Thank God. Oh my God, guys. Now I finally don't have to complain constantly about missing while moving. Why would they wait this many hours in to fix the shitty ass weapon sway? Everyone yelled at me, but they knew I was right. Opinion on the Titan submarine incident. Well, this would be the third time I bring it up this stream, but yeah, I mean, they had it coming. They said that they didn't want to hire middle-aged white men to design their submarine. Then they died. So, yeah. I certainly don't feel bad about it. Yeah, the fact that they were using a Logitech, a shitty Logitech controller that had notorious connection issues to control the submarine is hilarious.
About Dean. You said she'll tell me when...
Once things are wrapped up here.
I guess at some point it'll get pretty hard to hide it. You know she's gonna be there?
I don't.
Even in the post-apocalypse, they allow abortion. Neil Druckmann's a retard. Anyway, Stronin Sidechart, thanks to $2. Do you think America will balkanize in the future? Divide into smaller, mutually hostile states or groups, I see. That would be another thing that Deus Ex would have correct. If that happened. I would rather we just nuke California off the earth. We could force all the people, you could track all the people who emigrated from California, force them back into the state, and then kill them all. And yes, that includes Joe Rogan. Because there's no such thing as a based Californian. That was something I was thinking as I was listening to these Dick Show episodes, where it's like, at what point are you just being a contrarian or a retard? Because, like, you literally... Dick Matheson is one of the most canceled people on the planet, despite not even being important, really, by any stretch. But he tried to create an alternate system, which of course is a threat to them, so he must have been silenced. And yet he still is like, it's a tiny percentage of the LGBT community that does all this horrible stuff. It's already a small group, especially when we're talking about trans people who are less than 1% of the population. It is a significant percentage of a tiny group that is doing insane shit. He's flat out fucking delusional if he thinks otherwise. Like, it's just, it makes no sense even, like, statistically. We're talking about a group of people, you know, not counting, like, Zoomer teenagers who have no influence on anything, that if these hormone blockers, which are clearly a Nazi tier experiment that every doctor pushing them should be executed. The point is, all those doctors should be dead. Dick is a delusional retard. Vito, I almost feel bad for him, because he's like a bleeding heart liberal, but he's like completely harmless. Just a morbidly obese, harmless fuck who people either think is a pedophile or, or, you know, just, I don't know, some really bad stereotype. A harmless pedophile. Please stop using the R word. I'm gonna say retard as much as I want. There's nothing you can do to stop me. Are you admitting that you're a retard to the chat by trying to defend that? And if you're one of those people who is associating autistic people with retards, that's a you problem. They're not the same thing. I think pretty much everyone knows by now that autistic people are not retarded, but just because you're autistic doesn't mean you're not retarded. It just means that the majority of autistic people are not retarded. So that's a you problem, not me. The 27-year-old boomer. I feel like that's a little young for the boomer phrase. Boomer's mindset. My mindset's fine. The Zoomers have failed us all. They failed us all. We can only hope for Gen Alpha now. It's not completely their fault. Obviously, their body has been poisoned with xenoestrogens their entire lives. But, you know, it's not like anyone's going to acknowledge it's that simple. Because people want to overcomplicate problems. The truth is, I guarantee if we tested the average millennial male and Zoomer male, for that matter, in America, all of our testosterone is too low. All of us. But people are not gonna. But people be like, oh well, we're lacking a basic biological need that men are supposed to have. But that's normal. That's fine. Anyway, Patriot, thanks for $5. It is exceptionally difficult to find truly conservative gays, which is why I'm single. It's impossible to find conservative trans since it's a disorder. Someone in this chat who calls himself trans conservative waifu, so maybe hit them up, I guess. I don't know. I'm assuming it's a troll account or something. Regardless, it's best we not talk about the gay thing too much, as some of the people in this chat are, they're a little ahead of the curve in radicalization. Well, we'll put it that. You guys shock me sometimes. If you're not as radicalized as us up to now, you're never gonna make it. Why are you acting like this chat is like a complete echo chamber, like the leftists pretend? You have chest hair?
Why are you gay? You are gay.
There. Now the lurking gays in the chat can have some material. Shave it? I ain't gay, motherfucker. That's some gay shit. I don't care what you say. It's not gay, but it is narcissistic to shave your body hair. It is. I'm not a fucking bodybuilder, dude. Which, even that shit, the judges are all gay for the bodybuilding contest, and the bodybuilders know that. It's just they're really good at something, so they want to continue to be really good at that thing. And they're narcissists too, obviously, because you would have to be to take that much gear to look like, you know, an inflated Ninja Turtle. But I'm not hating on bodybuilding, but, you know, obviously, like, all the growth hormone and insulin that they inject makes their guts look fucking disgusting. What if you're really hairy, though? Just fucking do what you want, dude. I don't care. Like, why does... This is why I don't like parasocial relationships. Don't turn this chat into what the leftists want it to be. They want it to be an echo chamber. If it's not an echo chamber here, then we can call them retards and F-slurs like they are. Strong inside chart, thanks $2. Homoeroticism is inherently right-wing and based. The problem with that is then you can't have any male friendships without weirdos ruining it. Can I make synthetic man / Sue Lightning fan art? Do what you want, but don't fucking show me, dude. I was shocked how many comments said they didn't know Sphere Hunter was a man. I'm like, oh my god, guys, come on. Like, that's what I'm saying. This stream chat is not my wider audience. I've told you guys a bunch of times, you don't believe me. Alright, I'm gonna leave this little trap for the doggo. Sorry, doggo. I know behind us. So doggo's... Yep. Dog just blew up. We blew up a dog. Why do we do that?
We're under attack!
Graph Fans, thanks for $5. They force you to kill dogs because the devs are cat people at Cope and Seed. It's true, they are. That's why I hate them. Yeah, well, it's one of many reasons. Gradually, I began to hate them. The cat people, that is. Bonk Sips, thanks $2. Anthony Cumia boinked Sphere Hunter. I don't like this game. This definitely... I mean, the problem is that this is so clearly not a masterpiece that too many people objected to it. Whereas with something like God of War Ragnarok, if you're like one of those movie subhumans who wants video games to be movies, then you just use that as an excuse why it's a masterpiece. And it's just like... I feel like even from a story perspective, it's not good. It's stupid. Kratos isn't even the fucking main character. At least he doesn't feel like it. He's just following his son and fucking Freya the whole game, as I pointed out in the video. He doesn't feel like a main character.
We take these guys out and steal their
The problem is, there's legitimately some people now who think if I say a game's not a masterpiece, it means I hate it. I even read some people, you know, in support of me who say I didn't like Tears of the Kingdom, and I'm just thinking like, look, man, you know, it's cool that you like are on my team or whatever, but could you like watch the videos? Because I don't really care. Like, I just want you to watch the videos. We don't have to make this like a left versus right thing. You can tell me like if my videos are boring, but you just support me triggering people or something. Like, come on. Part of the problem is this is the only thing that I agree with like some of these left-wing people that makes my channel almost an echo chambers. I feel like people are almost afraid to give me real criticism on my videos. I mean, I've had a few people, but I don't know. Like, sometimes I agree, sometimes I don't agree, sometimes I change things, you know. I've tried not to drone on too much on certain, like, less interesting game mechanics things. But sometimes my brother just complains for no reason about that shit, so I don't even listen to him. I don't know. But you know, there's valid issues with my videos. Like, I've said the God of War Ragnarok review's, like, really too much of a mess. Like, it isn't very well structured. But I think I got out all of the critiques I want to get out correctly. But I probably could have provided more examples for certain things I was saying, you know? It's mostly just the structure of the reviews, the problem. Patriot, thanks for $5. Don't worry, not afraid to criticize. What I like about you is you view games honestly and critically, like myself. Too many people are shallow. Masterpiece is definitely a buzzword, yeah, that's for sure. I think your vids are too negative sometimes, but I think it's fine because it pisses people off and makes the comment section more interesting. Well, I think my videos need to be negative. That's the problem. My problem is you use the title Not a Masterpiece too loosely. That's meant to describe a 7 to 9 out of 10 game, not a 4 out of 10 like The Last of Us or God of War. Well, the problem with that, Salon, is there's a significant percentage of people who do think God of War Ragnarok is a masterpiece. I think it works fine for those purposes. And Tears of the Kingdom's another one where it's like, if that came out 20 years ago, I mean, imagine if instead of getting Majora's Mask, we got Ocarina of Time 2, and it was the same fucking map as Ocarina of Time, and they just, like, changed, like, all the dungeons, and they added, like, a few new stupid mechanics. It would not be nearly as well remembered. Like, that's just the truth. But people are fucking, they have such low standards, it's a joke. Breath of the Wild is the best-selling Zelda game by a significant margin, which means a bunch of those people never fucking played a Zelda game before that. You know? And so that, like, again, you can just name things like this that very blatantly... I'm not even a huge Zelda fan, but I've completed, like, 4 of them. Maybe 5. I've played, like, 7 or 8 of them. So, I'm definitely more of a Zelda fan than most Breath of the Wild fans. Fuck. I'm dead. Yep. They can shoot faster than I can. How do you feel about women as mobs in games? For example, the overabundance of female raiders in Fallout. Yeah, I think it's stupid. I mean, I've explained it before, but it really shows the hypocrisy of all these people talking about, you know, horrible portrayal of women in video games, but they don't have a single problem with mass murdering women in video games. And I don't like it because it's propaganda, because it's trying to show that men and women are the same, basically. When realistically, in a post-apocalypse, there's no fucking way you'd sacrifice all your women, because then you can't replenish the population. Hungry Hook, thanks to the 2 pounds. Missed some super chats, Sue Lightning Enjoyer. Fratanga Plays says you ignore his emails to stream. Have you seen him raid the stream and mock me and also all the Zero Needs Coffee shit? Why would you still be a fan of... Why would you ever be a fan of his, period? But also, why would I go on his show? This is shit that never makes sense to me. I recall you saying your best content is mostly off the cuff and not structured. So what about the lack of it made God of War Ragnarok a bad video to you? I don't know. It's hard to say because sometimes it's too not structured, but then there's like a semblance of a structure. Like how, you know, I purposely separate gameplay and story discussions, which makes sense. I think the biggest problem really was I just needed more examples, but I had to get the video out fast, you know? That's always the problem, is I always have a time limit. So I either end up staying up all night to finish a video, or, you know, I have to cut some corners. And when it comes to a game that a bunch of people with dog shit taste are going to like no matter what, and then complain about my video, I should probably spend a little bit more time to make it as bulletproof as possible. As you guys saw with the response video, I had to address some stupid points that honestly didn't even counter my points and was almost a waste of time. But because it kept getting brought up, I just pointed out how basically when I say... A good example was saying that Freya's plan to kill Kratos was complete dog shit because it wasn't a plan, which is absolutely correct. That's a correct statement. I can't believe anyone debated that, but no. People were like, I basically had to read some of these comments and basically go like, okay, just because I said this doesn't mean this. The point is, she had 5 years to kill Kratos. And because there's like, or 4 years, whatever the time skip was in between the games. And her best idea is jump on his fucking dog sled and, you know, attack. And it's just like, she's supposed to be a smart, super capable Mary Sue character, and then she just does something blatantly retarded. Alexander Jones, thanks for the 2 pounds. Have you played Nier Automata / Nier Replicant? Yeah, I've talked about Automata a few times. I haven't played Replicant. Automata is very overrated. The fact that, like, that's another example of a game where I get you like something, but you can't, like, ignore the very obvious flaw, which the flaw is that you have to play as 9S and do the same fucking thing. So I never even got to A2, I think, A2, her campaign or whatever that's supposed to be the best one. Because you have to play through a shitty one. How can you say a game is a masterpiece? No, you know what, fuck you. You know what, fuck that meme term. I'm done with it. And the only things that are masterpieces are things I say are masterpieces. That's the new rule. Honestly, having an ego is more charming than not having one at this point. Because beta cuckery millennial writing shit is way worse than arrogance, depending on the type of arrogance. Now, some arrogance, it's kind of stupid. I don't want to bring up an old thing again, but I'm thinking of something specific. To be honest, Synth, no. No, I'm not gay. I'm not gay. Trans woman is not a woman. Definitely not the same thing as a woman. Your guys reminded me of, I don't remember if it was the Whatever podcast or one of those other extremely cringe, terrible podcasts with a bunch of women on them. But, like, they were really, those bimbos were really trying to say, like, that you're not gay if you sleep with a trans woman. And then, I think those same women in a different podcast, or at least a couple of the same women, said they wouldn't sleep with a bisexual guy. So I'm just like, these women are retarded. Like, it's basically what, I'm just, there's no other way to say it. I never got around to watching What is a Woman because I'd already seen, like, several clips of big moments in it. That other one, maybe I'll check it out. I mean, I don't really care. It's just gonna affirm what I already believe, which I already do that all the time, so I don't really need to seek out a lot of that stuff. Isn't What is a Woman just normie entry-level stuff? I mean, Matt Walsh is a golem, so, yeah, I mean, yes, in the sense that you're not gonna see him explore any of the real motivations besides just, you know, obviously the pharmaceutical industry benefits heavily from trans people. How long have I been playing this? An hour? Fuck me. I feel like I already want to just end it all.